Hi, it's Nick on the 13th of July. Hope all is good with you. Continuing this week's theme about moving from a shadow calling and a shadow life to our true calling and our true life. And I was talking about yesterday about kind of overcoming our critical parent, if you like, and getting a much more nurturing and encouraging parent. And I think one of the qualities of that, I would say, is about learning to be able to validate ourselves. And it's such a massive area, and I'm just going to touch on it here. I like to think of the idea of needing nutrients, and I think one of the nutrients we need, both as children and as adults, is validation. And I think, a good journey in life is that we will feel validated when we're growing up, and then eventually or gradually as we go, we learn to really validate ourselves. And I think what happens for so many of us, it certainly was my route, was I was so hungry to be approved of, and I was so terrified of being disapproved of. So for me, it's been a real journey of learning to validate myself, to see the good in myself, to see the gifts and qualities and good sides of me. I've been afraid, I'm better now, but I've been so afraid of people disapproving of me and not approving of me. And I think that's how it's certainly how I've limited my power. A lot of, I don't want to be tough on myself. I just want to say, I think, a lot of what I've done has been about, when I think about doing something, my immediate term of reference has been, what are people going to think of what I do? And I think, that's how so many of us are wired. We're wired to think about what other people are going to think about us. And I think to some extent we're wired to believe that we are what other people say about us. It's such a big issue we're touching on here, but so I just, I know I can't go into it too deeply in just a short video here, but I think, I reached a point in my life not so long ago where I kind of thought, I really believe that I am what other people tell me I am. And I think what I've come to realize is, who I am is so much greater than most people see me as, if you like, or even that I see myself as. Who we are as beings is so much bigger. And by validating that idea, we can become more aware of who we truly are. So, just in practical terms, what do I mean by self-validation is to validate our sense of power, that we're powerful beings, that we are full of possibilities, that we're full of talents, we're full of gifts, we're resourceful, we're capable. And that doesn't mean that we don't also have weaknesses and difficulties and vulnerabilities. But who we are essentially is powerful, resourceful, creative, talented, wonderful beings, full of goodness. That's who we are. And the more we can validate that in ourselves, and the more that we can put ourselves in the company of people that validate that in us, the more that will be drawn out of us. So the belief is that it's already there. The validation simply brings out what is already there. So I hope that makes sense. So to me, this has been one of the most crucial nutrients for me in shifting from living more of a shadow life to more of a true life. My shadow calling to my true calling is becoming better at truly validating myself and seeing the good in me and validating the goodness in me, the creativity in me, the power in me, the love in me, the generosity of spirit. And the more that I can do that for myself, the more I can show up and be less afraid of approval and disapproval. It's lovely to get validation from other people. I love it when other people validate me. And it's most powerful when it's simply the recognition of what I already can know or sense in myself. So I hope that resonates with you and helps you, gives you another bit of the jigsaw about how you can move more into your true calling and be more of your true self. So I hope that's been helpful. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye.